guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to an extra special video today. Oh, so y'all thought that I was done with All Stars 5? No. I have one final thing to say. We have an extra special guest today on my review. We're going to do a review of the episode, the runway, the finale, the crown and everything. I'm so freaking excited. Oh my god. So the extra special guest is all the way from RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4, Are Your Wife, Luzon. Oh my god, MicJRez. Hello,
Hola,
how are you? Oh my god. Literally, Manila's husband, Michael. Oh, it's so nice to speak to you.
It is such a pleasure to be here with you. I know that I've been following your videos for like quite some time already. So thank you very much for having me on your show.
No problem, absolutely. And I would love to discuss, obviously, the finale with you. But I just find it mad, like, when people have watched my videos for a long time, I'm like, really? Like, I mean, I know I'm like a hardcore Manila fan over here, but it means so much that you're like sat there like watching. I mean, y'all know that I love some props, so I'm like, got my Manila lipstick.
Well, I love some props too.
Did Manila win that? Did she win that on a main challenge? And you're just wearing like, oh my god, that is.
No, you know, this is just like, honestly, it was laying in the kitchen. No lie, it was just in the kitchen, and I was like, let me get some water, and then I was like, oh, well, look at this, and I legitimately just went to get some water, like, water.
Which is
and walked
essential.
away with a brand new. I kind of feel like Thanos, so like this is my gauntlet, and I'm waiting for like a whole bunch of stone rings.
Oh, that is fabulous. I feel like I should have like a little gauntlet to go with this. Let me stand up and show you my full outfit because I'm still wearing heels, don't worry. Oh my gosh. I'll move the chair.
Wow.
I'm literally
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, you did it. Look at that. Look at that. You know what? They need to invite you for a makeover challenge. Like,
oh my god, somebody commented and mentioned that one time. Seriously, they said that because you know on season 12 they did the super fan. They all got to come on and be, but they were all women, so it's like okay, fair enough. And then season 10 was the was it the YouTube one? It was the with Tyler Oakley.
The influence. Yeah.
Yeah, if they did that on UK, I'd be like, okay, sis, like I'm here for it.
No, I definitely, we're putting it out there in the universe. They're hearing it. You will be on a makeover challenge.
Absolutely, seriously. That's it. That would be like mad. Like, could you imagine? Because I don't personally see myself going on Drag Race because this was hard enough. Like, I can't walk in heels. I can't do makeup. I can't do hair. So it's not a case of, oh, I can't do. But I don't think it's for me. I don't have the stamina to do that all day because you don't see a lot of the backstage stuff, which obviously you probably know more about. But it's like, that is a lot of commitment to, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I think you've dabbled in a little bit of glitter and glam here and there, so I think you're prepared. So
exactly, it's so fun like to do my own thing. Like I said it the other week on my channel. I was like, oh, no one's gonna tell me what to do. I can do what I want on my YouTube, my videos. You know what I mean? So I can plan these things and have the outfits. So it's my show and I'm gonna do me. So I don't got no.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it 100%.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my god, seriously. So you watched the finale last night?
I did watch the finale last night, and I was...
We should just
I was very happy.
I was too. We should get the crowning out the way first because it's the elephant in the room. Like I was Team Shay all the time because backstory, season 9 is my first season, so it means a lot to me, and I really love Sasha, and like it's when I first started watching it, and then I went back and watched all the previous seasons, but it's such a full circle moment, and I even put it on the lipstick. I was like, I want Shay to win, so I'm so happy for her.
You know, I gotta be quite honest. Manila and I met Shay legitimately, it was Halloween 3 years ago. It was like right after her season. It was Halloween. We were in Canada, and it was the first time that I was in drag, like legitimately. Okay, maybe the first time I was in drag in front of Manila because it was Halloween, and so I dressed up as Chun-Li. And let me tell you, it was like, I have to send you the photo so you could just like put it in here. But it was awesome, and that was the night I met Shay. And honestly, we met Sasha Velour. We met her in West Hollywood during her season when she had her story arc telling about why she has a bald head because of her mother. And so we really had a beautiful experience with Sasha in West Hollywood. But something about Shay I really have always admired because, one, I went to college in Chicago. So, bitch, I am from Chicago. Well,
bitch,
I studied in Chicago.
She's from Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that alone, you know, is really huge. And also in the United States of America, our first African American president is he was a senator from Chicago. So he was really grounded in grassroots efforts to make a global change. And so Sasha Velour has always had that in her sangre. Sangre is blood in Spanish. She's always had that in her blood. When she was rumored to be in this season, I'm like, this is Shay's season. Shay has always had that in her blood, you know. So, Shay Coulee, congratulations! I'm so excited for you. Like 100%. Your father, your mother, your brothers, your sisters, everyone is so beyond proud of you. That, whew. And by the way, honestly, her man Dan is fantastic. He is one of the biggest supporters when it comes to the drag race community. One of the biggest supporters.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know who he is, but like the husbands of the queens are amazing. I can speak from personal experience with yourself, and also Leo as well. Leo is so sweet. Like I met Leo at a show that Trinity was doing, so it's so amazing that. And I don't. It's just. Like you say, like Shay, it just felt so right for her to win as well. I literally was just, I cried literally an hour ago is when I found out. I literally was like, it's gonna be like on my reaction in a few days, but it's like, it's so emotional. It really is.
Well, you should check out her Instagram because she came out. Well, actually, I believe World of Wonder or RuPaul's Drag Race on Instagram. They posted a video of her, you know, taking rain. And it was gorgeous. It was absolutely, first of all, gorgeous, like 100% gorgeous. But the words coming out of her mouth are just so beautiful. So definitely take a look at Instagram because I know you've been avoiding it to.
Oh yeah, I just hide offline like the day before to kind of not see any spoil because it means so much to me to do the reaction videos and get my honest, true reaction to the, especially a crowning. You can't really once you know it, you can't unknow who's won. So it's like a big deal to me. So I'm like, yeah. It's always a gag. It's always a gag. Like when Alaska was crowned for All Stars 2, we were at a downtown club and I was sitting on the floor in front of her as she was on a table, and I believe Willem was there, Manila was there, and Alaska was there, and they were watching. We were all watching it together, and she didn't know she was winning. So that natural reaction, that moment is 100%. I understand, and I commend you for your. It takes a lot of like commitment to avoid social media and avoid any rumors. Like I was wondering if you were really saving the moment. Oh no, literally, like it is a lot of work, it really is, and like you say, but what's been good is that they used to air it on a Thursday, so I would have to hide offline Friday and then Saturday morning, but then with this season being on Friday, it's only really Friday nights, Saturday morning that I have to sort of avoid, and being a social media person in general, it's like, it is hard to, but I'm more committed to that. I would rather have just the genuine reaction, like, because it means so much to me. So I don't enjoy spoilers in general. But even if I wasn't reacting, I wouldn't want a spoiler of one of my favorite shows ever to without watching it myself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That would be annoying. That's why I have to catch it live. Like when the East Coast gets it, as soon as it's immediately out, I have to. I'm kind of addicted to it. Like,
exactly.
It's actually my favorite show as well.
It's amazing. It's on your TV. That's the thing. Whereas we get it like the next day on Netflix in the morning. So it's like, obviously with there being a time difference, it is risky to try and avoid it. But for you, I feel like you knew obviously that Manila didn't win based on being there on the Makeover Challenge episode. So it's a bit like, yeah.
I know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That I had to hold that secret for like 9 months, and it was like carrying a baby in my belly.
Oh, and that's the thing. I said that on my video on the reaction. Is like Shay wanted the money now, and I'm like, sis, they delayed All Stars 5 being aired, so she's had to wait 12 months to get that money because it's like they filmed this last summer, and then it's now just airing, so she can get the money. So I'm like, hey, y'all had to wait 12 months to get this money. It's crazy.
You know what? But it's probably coming in at the perfect time because the USA is going through another loop-de-de-loo around coronavirus, and it's being difficult for like the entire Drag Race community. Their bread and butter, their prime season is now. Is last month, is the month before, is next month, and everyone is stuck doing you know, the bare minimum. And so
Mhm.
it's really difficult. And so, you know, waiting 12 months to win that crown and that nice check. Honestly, I know she's
Exactly.
proud. I know her husband's proud, and I know they're really everyone like you can sense the happiness that everyone has for Shea winning.
Totally. Like I was gonna say like you say with Pride season, it's the time to go out. They perform anyway. Always when the series is airing, they have shows and they can perform, make money, tips, everything. And so that's why I wanted this year, especially for season 12, with there being new queens, is to do the cameo series that I did. It was like I'm gonna buy and support these queens during quarantine because it's like it's something little that we can do for them kind of thing, and also with Shay, which is interesting, she also won two lip syncs, so I think she won 30,000 or 40,000 on top of the 100,000, so I'm like okay yeah.
I didn't keep track of all the dollars, but I know a lot of the queens, and you know, I honestly, since we're talking about All Stars 5, I really want to say that like I wish, honestly, episode 1 Mariah would have won episode 1. I
Her
really wish
performance
that.
was so I really enjoyed her performance. I thought, wow, okay, India did come out slaying the game, and Juju, I was really impressed with her singing. um
Oh
and
yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
But Mariah, I as well really thought she'd be in the top at least. I think she was safe. It was that many weeks ago.
She was safe. I believe I like when you think of nerve and talent, charisma and uniqueness. Mariah came out and presented all of those within the limited time, and it was gagging. It was gagging everyone.
Yeah, I was like,
Everyone.
oh my god! Not only is it like, ironically amazing for the times, and so forward thinking and stuff, but the only thing that reminded me was the art, which we've only really had with Manila on All Stars for the variety show. So I was like, oh, we're getting another art thing, but it was a political statement at the same time, which is what drag is. And Rue was
Yeah.
like, oh, like when the blood was on she was like, I just don't want my stage getting messed up. But no, sis, it was it's such an important message. It really was. So it was an
It was.
amazing performance.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. And Mariah's always been like that because even in season 3, she speaks about how drag queens are performers and their representation of
Mhm.
what's forward and what's to come. And there's like clips of her speaking about she's ahead of her time. And I just wish that episode 1 would have gotten to her because, you know, that was just gorgeous. But I'm happy with the way, you know. How about let's talk about some other drama of the season from last night? Did you see the whole how like the reunion?
Yeah, I was like all through sort of episode 5, 6, 7. I was campaigning that we needed a reunion episode, but if we weren't, at least bring them back for the finale because we got some tea. We got to oh my god, like I don't even know where to start. I mean, the Derek drama that we had on the first episode, that was enough already. Derek and India, I'm like, okay. I mean, the thing is,
Derek,
they
she
made
looked beautiful last night.
oh, she really did. But they made up on the show, and it's like, okay, are we good now? But then after the show, come all the press and the interviews, just like shading India again. So I'm like, but you totally get that it's for the drama and the like.
Oh.
It's
It's part of the season, you know. It started like that, and you have to end it like that. This closure for the
Exactly.
community.
But what did you think of Alexis in India though? Because I was like confused, getting my like magnify. I was like, okay, Miss Marple, what is happening? I just
You know, I thought it was once again beautiful reality TV. I thought it was genius,
yeah.
controversy and genius story arc for 2 season 3 queens to recap. And I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they came up with this tea before as they were coming up with their dresses for this season. You know, to be quite
Okay.
honest, like that's the genius behind the drama because you know, like they both came back with something to prove. Alexis and India are from season 3.
Absolutely, yeah. It was great to see India because obviously we know her past with quitting drag and everything and coming sort of reinventing herself as India 2.0, and it was good to see her and perform and obviously win that first challenge, but then coming with because her and Alexis had a good sort of friendship. Like Alexis helped her with her Jeffree Star on the Snatch Game, all that sort of stuff. So like, and then like you say, reality TV, it just sort of showed the friendship then fizzle out, and it's like, ooh.
You know, we're interested. We're talking about them today.
That's it. That's another thing. That's what they do. Exactly. It's like, well, it's something, and we're still talking about which lipstick BB Sahara Benet picked on All Stars 3. But anyway, that's
Mama, we don't talk about that.
we will never know what was on this lipstick.
We will not talk about that here, not today.
No, mama. But no,
No, mama.
Yeah, I feel like it was nice to have India sort of apologize to Alexis on the Untucked, where she said, I'm sorry that if it had some sort of effect on your reputation, because I feel like there was that episode, the 1 or 2 weeks where it was like, do we trust Alexis? Like, is this, do you know what I mean? It casts doubt.
That's the genius thing about it, and it makes us want more. It makes us want to know more.
Absolutely.
You know, like RuPaul's Drag Race Vegas reviews happening, and that's just the footage that they have of like what they had from earlier this year. But now that we have two other Vegas queens, Alexis and India, creating the drama, the tea on the strip, maybe this is something that, you know, I honestly think they came up with this before the cameras were even rolling, to be quite honest.
That is smart.
It's genius. Genius.
And like you say, with them being in Vegas, okay, so obviously RuPaul's Drag Race Live in Vegas is happening, but obviously currently it's on pause. Maybe they're working a new routine out, ready for when they come back after quarantine, and it's going to be India 2.0. It's going to be Drag Race Live 2.0 with India and Alexis. Like, that would be lip sync battles, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that would be beyond a lip sync battle. That's like a Broadway show on the Vegas Strip. You know?
Literally, it needs a sequel, it needs a trilogy.
You have the feathers. Come on, with Alexis, you have the feathers. With India, you have the... Did you see her jiggles?
Literally, like, oh my god. Yes, with her breastplate. Because she was known for breastplates on season 3. So I'm like, okay, she back. She yeah. That's the first time I'd ever really seen that, because I wasn't really involved in the drag world. Like I say, season 9 was my first. Then I went back and I was like, are those boobies? Are they real? Like, I didn't know too much. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, India Farah is known for her...
Absolutely.
Her titty. I like to say titties. There's just something sexy to me about the word titties.
Those titties. Get those titties. Okay.
Which I have none. It's a... Neither do I. There you go, but... Titties.
Hey, I mean, I had my nipples out on episode 6, I think. I get them every now and then, and people are like, so we're gonna have a bit of Michael nipple today, so okay.
You know, I'm a fan of nipples. I think everyone has them.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do, and they're useful, and they're like...
Okay, wait. How are they useful?
I mean, like, if you're a woman, like if you're pregnant, like breastfeeding, that kind of thing, that kind of useful. Like, they have some sort of use.
Got it.
Humanity.
No, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got milk?
They could do, but yeah, they could have other uses. But speaking of obviously,
yes.
Moving swiftly from the breasts is. I love how you just like poise
from India. So from India to angina. You know, that's a good transition, you know, I guess. So angina, sweetheart of the season.
Well, yeah, it was incredible to have her back after. I mean, there was even jokes on the reading challenge, like, "Oh, you finally made it to All Stars," because she was rumored for All Stars 3, All Stars 4. So it's so nice that she got to come back after all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy to see her. Alexis, honestly, so back to, like, we didn't really speak about Alexis, but
yeah.
I love Alexis. She's I'm Boricua. She's Boricua también, and she has which, you know, it's Puerto Rican culture that we share in common. And her performance on season 3 was very inspiring. Honestly, season 3, you've seen it by this time, right?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen season 3, the one Manila was on. No, okay.
Sorry, but you know, like, I think there were so many talented entertainers on that season. And she was one of the top 4 to me. So seeing her back on the stage is so entertaining, and honestly, she's a genius, because she gave birth to, you know, my Angie.
Miss Vange, but of course. Yeah.
So because of Alexis, we had that moment. that dramatic moment when it was like, will Vanjie pull her lipstick this season? So we had that drama,
Yeah.
you know, and we had Alexis presents a very different style of drag. It's legitimately like Taíno drag. It's Taíno is what the indigenous culture from Puerto Rico is originally called, and there's been an
Okay.
influx of Africans that were brought through the slave trade, and Europeans who, you know, were also part of that route. So Puerto Rican culture is full of European, African, and Taíno descent, and the drag that she presents is 100% Taíno. It has like the feathers of a rooster almost, you know, branching from her elbows, and it's something that I resonate with, and I'm so happy to have her on the season. I am kind of a little. I think she should have been in the top, in the finale. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see that.
It is incredible to have her back. I love her, and like it's good to get to know some of the history of her drag from that, because I know her as like a pageant girl. She has the gowns, but just to have that heritage as well is incredible. And she's always fierce and funny. I've always found her funny. Like season 3, like you say, like her and Raja and Manila in the top 3 was just such a powerful top 3. And when it came down to All Stars 5, and it was clear that it was either going to be her or Blair who would go home on that week, it was a hard one. I don't know.
It was, you know, when I look at the track record, Alexis gave us more wow moments. She gave us what the hell just happened?
What the hell just happened? I love that.
What the hell just happened? To me, okay, during quarantine, if you're ever sad and you want a moment to like really just make you chuckle, you need to go to my Instagram, and I edited this video of Alexis Mateo. Actually, I didn't even edit it. I did edit it. I just put a little of her merchandise at the end of it, so I could promote her merchandise. But someone else created this video of like putting the Super Mario Brothers sound. Do 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 do.
I have seen it, yeah, and it's like pop pop pop. Yeah, I've seen it. Yes, literally.
That.
I live for like moments like that, just to get memes
and
after the show.
Yeah, and then by the time the pops off, it goes back to her cut from season 3 where she goes BAM! And I'm just like, you know, it's those little moments that she gives us.
Exactly, totally. She's incredible. It's good that she got to come back, and it's a shame sort of how it happened. Like she went home 5th, or came 5th, and then obviously the India drama. But we're still talking about her, and she's incredible.
Check this out. This is a conspiracy that may have some validity to it.
Okay.
Validity? I'm sorry. I'm kind of like, you know, my words, my letters. Validity. So, Alexis and India, the Vegas girls. Who else is a Vegas girl that has lots of drama with another drag race queen?
Well, obviously there's Derek, but unless you mean, okay, there's Pheromone and Kimora Black.
Look how orange you look.
Oh, Coco Montrese.
Coco Montrese versus Alyssa. Big drama.
Yeah.
Do you think that Alexis and India may have chatted with Coco as they were preparing for All Stars 5 and say, how can I? What can? Who do you think was in their ear being like, well, girl, if you want them to continually talk about you. So now I'm like digging into this conspiracy that Alexis and India are really like.
That is smart. You're like coming up with all these
other.
theories. Like they've literally planned all this behind the scenes. It could very well be. That's very interesting though. A very like. I mean, we all know that Alyssa and Coco was just like, what happened between them? Blah 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 blah. And then bring them back for All Stars 2. You know it's going to be a gag, back in the room together. So that was I think
they'll do that.
Smart.
All Stars 10. They're gonna bring back the teams, and they're gonna pair up Alyssa with Coco and Alexis with India.
Yes. Oh my god. And Manila and Naomi, obviously, you know, like.
No. Oh my gosh. No. I was gonna say Latrilla because it's.
I would rather Latrilla. Like definitely. But I just think if it's gonna be a rival, like that would be cool. Manila and
that
Naomi.
would be a gag.
Manila's like, I don't want to win because it means you're gonna win too, Naomi. No, wait, sabotage.
No. Then they put Miss Cracker and Aquaria.
Oh my god, yes. Like, I never once thought about Aquaria All Stars 5 because obviously it was very much like Aquaria. I don't know. They were compared.
I saw Aquaria walking down the runway twice this season. For me, I was like, That looks like Aquaria. Like when she did her lip sync against Kennedy Davenport. That
Okay.
episode, I felt like I saw
Mm-hmm.
Aquaria walking down the runway. Okay, now I don't have the best Wi-Fi,
Fair.
so I don't have the best. Maybe it's a blurred image, so I have like this.
No, that was the one where she had. It was like the death. It was black and white, and the mask, and then the long black hair, wasn't it? That was last week, wasn't it? I think so.
Okay, no, honestly, this is what it is. Whenever I see Miss Cracker with long hair, I think of Aquarium. That's what it is.
That's fair enough. I mean, she had long hair on that one. She had long blonde hair on the finale this time. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is with comparing queens, I suppose.
That's
But
what
speaking of that lip sync last week, what even was that lip sync? Like, I didn't know the song.
Let's do a reenactment of that lip sync.
Done. There we go. Like, I literally didn't know the song, and even if you did, like, they brought Kennedy back for a slow ass. Like,
Oh.
I was thinking it was gonna be good, but I just was it
You
just
know
me?
what? I honestly, they should have brought back Trixie. They should have brought back Trixie for that.
It would have. Yeah,
They
it
should
would
have
have
brought back
worked.
Trixie.
Yeah, especially.
No,
with,
it would have been
yeah.
amazing. It would have been amazing because honestly, like that's Trixie's genre of music. That's what she does. Kennedy, I don't
Totally.
like,
Yeah.
and I just don't understand why they would choose that song because honestly, like, okay, maybe they're trying to reach to that demographic, country music fans, and I get
Maybe.
that, I understand that, and I appreciate that. You know, welcome more people into the room.
Yeah.
But could you have chosen a little Nas X song maybe? Take me down to the Old Town Road.
Like something that was a bit more upbeat, or just something, I don't know, something that would have worked. It just didn't work, like,
Yeah.
for what it was. Especially with
Yeah.
it being the last lip sync before the finale. It was like,
Yeah,
ah.
that's what it was. Well, you know what? I guess it did make the finale much more entertaining, I guess, because having all the other girls back for the finale dance, that was just, I was happy. And the runway,
was great.
the runway walk up of the queens.
Oh my god, yes, literally. If we're talking about the finale, it's literally like it was so nice to get them to do the runway, similar to All Stars 4, the lip sync episode with the all the lip sync bringing. So Jasmine Masters got to come back and walk the runway, kind of thing. So Derek got to come back and walk the runway for the first time. Oops, slip of the tongue. But you know what I mean? It was nice, and they all had amazing gowns. They really did. Like, just some great looks.
It was genius. It was like, why not invite all the queens on the season to walk the runway during the finale? Because they all spent valuable time and effort and money in producing those looks. So why not give them that time? And yesterday, seeing the finale and watching all of them walk their finale gowns was like, oh my god! It's like what I needed. It's what I needed.
I got emotional when Jujubee came out because, like, I think because I'd seen all the previous looks, everyone come out. I was like, nostalgia, like it's so nice for them. And like and when Jujubee, that was an incredible look. I was just like tearing up. I was like, oh my god. But like you say, they spent money on a finale look. Everyone goes there with the intention of this is going to be my last runway look, and it's always a bummer if they didn't get to like wear it. So it's a great opportunity for them to come
Yeah,
back.
no, I think RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars has found the special ingredient to finale. Make it the finale. You know, if it's not going to be a live event, well then girls, return and let us show them what a finale looks like, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I think it was only fair to have, because like when they crowned Trixie and they crowned Trixie with the vote, but last year they had Monet and Trinity, and it was only really the top 4 and the judges that were there. So it is more of a celebration of the whole season to have the rest of the queens come back. I do agree.
and the viewers loved it. Like,
Exactly.
we loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, it brings them drama. They can get to say what they need to say, and then they can and we get to see some incredible drags on the runway, which is what we're all here for. So.
And honestly, a lot of tears. A lot of them
Exactly.
were I think it was an emotional event for everyone, even RuPaul.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she was,
Totally.
you know, she was opening up to the girls, and the girls were absorbing that energy and tearing up. Legitimately tearing up. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. I smell so good.
Oh, well, that's good then. Let me tell you, I probably smell like sweat. I can't, like, or I've been wearing this for about 4 hours now. Like, I am sweating, boiling. I haven't. Oh, it is just. No, y'all know that I need props, so I'm here with keeping cool. But I don't ever open the window. That's the thing. Like I try to have as little minimum noise on my videos. I don't. If people start mowing their lawns, I'm like, what are you doing, sis? So I don't ever open the window or anything. So I'm sat here like boiling for 3 hours on a Saturday. Like, gosh.
This is the most I've worn in like 3 months. This.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't get dressed during quarantine. Only on a weekend when I do my videos. I don't get dressed. I'm working from home. I'm just like lounging about. Whereas like the Saturday Drag Race, that is, you know, that's me. I'm just like, hello. But the Drag Race is the day to get dressed, obviously.
Yeah. I'm dressed.
I think you were wearing plenty. That's more than enough. Incredible. But yeah, if in terms of the actual performance, Clap Back, obviously it's a new RuPaul song. I've only heard it the once watching the episode. I need to listen to it again. They all did so good. I feel like, I mean, first let's just talk about Shay, because her doing the cartwheel on top of his head, I was like, excuse me?
And just looking
gagged,
sexy.
like,
her whole catsuit, her hair, the color of her hair, the length of her hair. It was just
giving me hairography. Mm-hmm.
Her shoes, her legs in the air, her legs in the floor, her eyes like looking directly in your eyes. It was just like, okay, I'm here. Let's do this.
Yeah. Literally, we know she was going to slay, that's the thing, but it's always a bit like, oh, what if you don't on the day? You've got one chance and that's it. So,
yeah.
But I was so pleased and impressed with what she did. Miss Cracker, she looked incredible. She had the bow and the little skirt going on and the reveal.
Broadway.
But she was literally, oh, it was incredible. But she literally was killing the performance with the dirt and the, like, under the thing. I was like, wow, she really turned it out. She really did.
Yeah, it reminded me of this Broadway show called Waitress, and I could see her.
Okay.
I could see her playing the lead. I've actually never seen the show, but I've seen parts of the show, and I could see Miss Cracker taking that lead and like owning it, and making that whole show much more different because, you know, it's a drag queen playing it. So, and she's a woman.
Totally. She's a woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I thought it was good because we had all the backup dancers and they were dressed like they were like working in the obviously the cafe type place. It was really cool.
See, that's why it reminded me of Waitress, because, and so like maybe that's, she was putting that energy out there because maybe that's one of her goals to perform that role. Like, it's toured all over the US and it's in her home in NYC.
Yeah.
And right now it's closed, but maybe when Broadway opens up, she has a new gig.
I would say that there you go. That it makes total sense. And Jujubee, like I was looking forward because I knew she could sing. I was like, there's going to be some lyrics, there's going to be some vocals. Her dancing, she had the glitter and the bed. I did think towards the start she was a bit nervous, but I and that's before even the judges said that. I was like, I'm seeing a bit of nerves, but she still did really good.
Jujubee has made us so proud this season. You know, she walked into that room with the utmost confidence. Like, walked in there, is like, hi, I'm here.
I'm here to win.
And seeing her go towards the end again, but honestly, it's so wonderful to see her perform in a finale in a song for RuPaul and like making it. And regardless if you could see some little, you know, she was a little scared. You could tell it was anxious. It was excitement. It was all there. But it definitely, by the song, as the song went on and she went through her verse, you saw it go up that roller coaster and it was like bam, glitter, bah bah bah, slap these asses, and I was like, yeah, it was amazing.
She got there come the second sort of half of it, which I was so proud for, but I was a bit like, oh my gosh, what if she doesn't like win or get to the top? Because I was very much Team Shay, but if not, Jujubee. I would have been happy for any of them, but you've got to have your favourites, and it just felt so right that Shay won, so it was great as an end piece for them to do the lip sync. I was like, oh my god, all three of them lip syncing. Shay doing like the robotic, like, in a gown. She didn't even need to dance or do the splits and the stunts to win. I was like, she's so versatile and incredible. And that blue look.
You know, that's funny that you say that, because while we were watching the finale lip sync, we were expecting Shay to reveal something, because in her season it was the episode finale of reveals. And
yeah, no, I makes sense.
And you're absolutely right. She didn't need a gag. because she already put on the
Exactly.
table, displayed what she was selling, and we ate it before the season even started.
Exactly, and she's a winner. She's a
Yeah.
winner, baby. Literally, oh my god. So
Yay!
I think that's pretty much like she's just. It was just incredible to see her win and crown. Like I say, for me it was full circle, but just everything. I think that's pretty much it for the discussion of the finale. I just wanted to see how you are like during quarantine, what you've been up to. How is Carl, aka Manila? Like,
Okay.
I'm hoping that you're all okay.
Okay, so we've been home since March. The Ides of March.
Yeah.
You know, in Shakespeare, they say, "Beware the Ides of March." And honestly, we've been home since March 15th, and we got in our heads that Pride was canceled, that we would be home through September, and that hopefully in October, November, December, we could get back to seeing family, friends, and potentially working. Um, we fortunately found some work with Amazon Prime, and we did their Pride with them, and some other companies are celebrating Pride over the next few weeks. So it's been fun to like find these little partnerships that we can celebrate LGBTQ life inside.
Yeah.
And honestly, aside from that little work that comes here and there, like Carl is doing Cameos on Fridays, and he's doing his podcast with Latrice. So I don't know if you heard of.
Yes, oh my god. For Canada's Drag Race, I mean, I'm loving Canada, but like that's a whole other episode that we could
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
it's great that she's got to do all this extra stuff, and I
Yeah.
love like obviously Manila and Latrice together, which is incredible. And also you got to do Digital Drag Con.
Yeah, we
Um,
did that, and that. Yeah, Digital DragCon was like, see, and these projects come like very sporadically, and they're like, oh, we need these videos in 2 days, and so it's like then we
Yeah.
get it, we get into our minds where we like create these projects, create these looks in 48 hours, and then it's done. The editor is working on it, it's sent to the company, and then we just are home, doing nothing.
Gosh.
So you know, I've been trying to work out. I've been trying to work out.
Mm.
Trying to work out.
It's something you can do in the house though, at least. So,
Yeah,
I mean
but-
that's one thing you can do in the house.
But we have to balance it out. We also like to bake cookies, and I baked the cake the other day. So it's just like,
That's cute.
you know, so it's like, it's like, okay, work out because we're eating all these sugary sweets because we're home and we have the time. You know, make anything. We
Yeah.
cook all the time. We made crab legs. I was at the market.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was like, let me buy some crab legs.
Oh, there's a crab. Just grab some crab legs. Incredible. That's the thing. It's like this year has been absolutely crazy. I mean, I love that we got to go for dinner back in February when you came to Newcastle, and then before you know it, like here we are, quarantine, and it's just been crazy. And
Oh yeah.
so not what was expected. But I mean, look at you forward thinking that you were going to be quarantined all the way till September, which seems to be what could be happening. And then hopefully things will start to pick up with even like
No.
things like drag shows and stuff.
We've lost hope.
I don't
We've
know.
lost hope here in the
Okay.
USA because originally we were like September if we're all on track because New York was like shut down, California was shut down, so we're like okay, everyone's taking it seriously, but everyone wasn't taking
Yeah.
it seriously, and it's gonna extend it
No.
to next. We're hoping by March of next year we can
Really?
start thinking about booking a flight anywhere. But until then, we're kind of like very worried about like just, you know, adding.
Just the future. It's scary.
Yeah. You know, like yeah, it's scary. But you know what? My baking skills are getting on point. So I'm writing any media company that wants to sponsor me cooking in underwear. I mean, it's sanitary because I'll be eating it. No one else. It's not like a restaurant.
Exactly. There you go.
You know?
Like a naked chef. You know,
Okay,
not
not
quite
naked,
but-
not naked. It's like with some nipples. You know, like a shirt, like an apron with holes in it. You know.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the discussion of the All Stars finale. I absolutely loved it. I'm so happy. Obviously, that Shay won. We've already said that, which is incredible. And it's just been so nice to get to chat and have a cute little kiki catch up with yourself and about the finale and drag. Like an incredible situation that we can just celebrate drag and outfits and these amazing queens and people.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this, Sean, because it really is a pleasure, you know, hearing your point of view and seeing your reactions with these videos. And it's fun to have a little kiki.
Absolutely. I mean, I love doing it, like I say, and I get to speak to the comments, people in the comments, and I'm like, we're discussing the show and thinking, like, what's going to happen and what was your favourite moment, and it's just super cute. I just love it. It's incredible. I do feel like, since we're talking about All Stars and you're here, we could almost reenact the whole bit when Naomi presented the lipstick and you in the chair was like, ah! I really feel like that would be an incredible end. Like, I swear,
Okay.
like...
Okay, yeah, okay, but okay. But once I fall off the chair and I'm out of camera, that's it. That's the end of the interview. That's my exit.
That would be an incredible
Alright.
exit. I'm down for that. So thank you for
Okay.
joining me today, and it's been incredible. And we're getting ready. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
How did it go again? I don't know how it went. RuPaul's like, who did you pick, Naomi? Well, I love her so much, and she's incredible. But on that note, I had to send home Manila.
Ah!
And that's literally what I was like, what even is this? What even is this fucking show? Get like, no, take the shoes off. Like, no, like, literally. I love that too. Literally the best like recreation moment. Like cause you saw my reaction. I was just like off camera. I was like, bye. I threw a sponge. Like, oh my god. That was so good. I love it. Oh my gosh, that was just incredible. I just want to say a massive thank you to Michael for coming on and chatting and kikiing about All Stars 5. Seriously, it's been such an incredible day watching the finale, talking to Michael. See this outfit. Oh, I'm going to take some pictures. Oh, it's been incredible, but everything has to end sometime, and this is going to be the end of All Stars 5. And I just want to thank you all so much for being here and being around and along for the ride, and I'm still so happy that Shay won. But seriously, getting to like chat to Michael and then do the little skit with the Manila like reaction, like it just means so much, and it's just a great way to end it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. My outfit again, like, and don't worry, I will be back for Canada, obviously, coming more videos, everything. Like, the drag race just keeps on coming. And with that, thank you all for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye, guys!
The next queen to be inducted into the Drag Race Hall of Fame is...
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Who is it?
Shay.
Yeah!